Hi, I'm back. It is February 19th, 25. All right. And oh my gosh, my partner just got off work. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I didn't know he was going to walk out right then. I thought I had more time than that. So, today I decided I'm just going to kind of like wrap up a couple thoughts that I've talked about in several of my past vlogs. And I'll put all the links to those vlogs down in the description if you want to check them out. But if you watch my vlog from yesterday, you know that I was dealing with, I was supposed to have court this morning. And I was dealing with just some feelings of anxiety and uncertainty and like not knowing what was going to happen. But I was able to manage it pretty well. But it was still bugging me to the point that I felt like I wanted to make my video about it and how I was dealing with it and stuff. So mind you, I think I made my vlog video around like maybe 8 or 9 last night. I'm not quite sure. Don't you know I checked my email one more time before I went to bed? And there was an email from my lawyer that said your appearance is not required at court tomorrow. Basically, she can go in my place because I was not actually needed there for whatever was taking place. So I didn't see that until like, I don't even know, like maybe 1 a.m. And I felt such a sense of relief. Tell me why she sent that at 4:30 p.m. So I had been checking my email, but I guess I let several hours go by before like making my vlog. I didn't realize that long had went by. And she sent this email at 4:30 p.m. So if I had just stayed on top of my stuff better, I could have avoided at least 4 hours of wondering what was going to happen and feeling that anxiety and, keeping myself in check and all that. I'm not mad about that. It's just like a little, like, just notice moment, like, wow, So, all that to say, I did not have to go to court this morning, which I'm very thankful for. But on the flip side, that does mean that I do have another court date in about a month. And again, I can't say too much about this situation, but I do kind of just want to keep y'all updated, I guess, because I have some people invested now. Thank you to all the awesome comments and the encouragement and everything. I really appreciate that. Like, that means more than you know. So to wrap this up, I basically had no reason to be anxious yesterday, like none. And that's just, I was telling myself yesterday that I didn't have any reason to be anxious, but this is just further confirmation telling me like, really, there's no need to be anxious. I will say, I'm not going to be anxious this whole next month until I find my new court date. I did find out that the maximum penalty for the charge that I'm facing does carry jail time. It was either 30 or 90 days. That's a big freaking difference. I can't quite remember. And a $500 fine. So being that I am fighting this and taking it to another trial date, that's basically what I'm facing if I get convicted. So I'll take all the good vibes, all the love, all the support for, the truth to prevail and everything to be fine. All right, we're going to end that there. Another thing I was talking about in one of my recent vlogs was in the psilocybin movie night vlog, okay? And why have I not gotten more views on that? I thought it was a great thumbnail. I thought that it would catch people's attention. And I have like 7 views, I think. I don't even think I've hit double digits. But anyway, it's called Movie Night. And I was talking about Stardust and Lightworkers in that vlog, okay? And I didn't really know too much about either one at the time, but I've done some research, okay? I have done some research, and we're going to start with Stardust, okay? Stardust. I have seen this term. I've kind of heard about it. I don't really know what it is. Well, I didn't, okay? Here we go. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to say. I'm just going to give credit to whatever I'm reading so that you know where I'm getting the information from verbatim, so no plagiarism here, okay? So I was in Microsoft Bing, and apparently I searched, or the search ended up being Stardust in the human body. Oh, actually, I want to start with this one. Because this kind of gives, like, the backstory. I feel like this is totally pointed really at the ceiling, but okay. So this is from space.com, and it's an article called Humans Really Are Made of Stardust, and a new study proves it. And it was published in 2017, so it's not like super recent, but still. This says that for decades, science popularizers have said humans are made of stardust. And now a new survey of 150,000 stars shows just how true the old cliche is. I've been talking about cliches and the power within them too. And like the matrix of knowledge, y'all. I'm telling you, this stuff is all connected. Everything is connected. Okay? It says humans and their galaxy have about 97% of the same kind of atoms, as in atoms, and the elements of life appear to be more prevalent toward the galaxy's center, the research found. The crucial elements for life on Earth, often called the building blocks of life, can be abbreviated as CHOPS. CHNOPS. I thought this was really cool because this particular information about the elements that are in stars and also make us up, like basically on the periodic table of elements. So it's carbon, hydrogen, nitrogen, oxygen, phosphorus, and sulfur, which the acronym spells CHNOPS, CHNOPS. And all the other articles I read mentioned these particular elements, but none of them had that acronym on there. So I thought that was kind of neat. It says, for the first time, astronomers have cataloged the abundance of these elements in a huge sample of stars. Like they're literally studying and finding the elements that stars are freaking made of, okay? This goes into a much detailed explanation of how they did that. I'm not going to read all of this. If you want to go look at it, I already gave you the information, but I'm just giving you what I found to be most interesting out of my research that I did. And I read several other articles and, websites dedicated to this, but these were my favorite. So this is from cosmonova.org, and it says, what is stardust made of? Everything you need to know about what is stardust made of begins with understanding what a star is. Studying the origin of the stardust astronomy points out it lies in stars' death. And just as everything else in the cosmos changes, death is the beginning of a new galactic life. There's so much there, but I'm going to keep reading. Maybe that's where the old saying came from, we are made of stardust. I've never heard that particular saying, but obviously the concept is in a lot of things. The explosive death of a star is the crucial process for the creation of the most complex elements in the universe and life, us. Okay? So this says, it has a couple other things in here, but again, I'm picking out the things that I like. This next question is, how is a star born? Stars are born in places called nebulae, formed by gas and dust. A nebula's main element is hydrogen. Over time, due to gravity, they begin to collapse, forming a nucleus. Through a process known as nuclear fusion, a course that can take millions of years to develop, The star nuclei increase its temperature, transforming hydrogen into helium. Like the stuff you suck out of a balloon and pass out. I did that when I was a kid. I'm not going to get off track right now. Okay, I'm doing good at staying on track, but I got to tell you that story some other time. So it transforms hydrogen into helium, the fuel that makes every star shine. What? And like so, in the midst of a cosmic spark, stars are born. Okay? All right, then this goes into like other elements. Where did they come from? The creation of other elements occurs inside the star, inside their nuclei. For hundreds of billions of years, the hydrogen reacts until it's transformed into helium. Once all the hydrogen is consumed, the star begins to die. Okay, and it goes into a whole bunch. I don't want to lose you, so I'm just going to, again, this is on cosmonova.org. To culminate all of this, it says, we are made of stardust. In this explosion, elements such as gold, copper, mercury, and silver are created, all of which end up floating in the space, forming a new nebula. That is what stardust is made of. Then the process will start again, and after millions and millions of years, a new star will be born, and it will contain all the elements of the previous one. Also around this new star, the elements can come together forming planets, and for that reason, we can affirm that without a doubt, we are made of stardust too. Okay? Now, this is the very first one I was going to that says, it's a Microsoft Bing search, Stardust in the Human Body. The Copilot answer had some interesting facts, I thought. It says humans are indeed made of stardust. Approximately 86 to 97% of our mass, of our bodies, our human bodies, consists of elements that originated from stars. The DNA in our bodies is composed of elements like carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and phosphorus, which we just learned are created by stars and released into the universe when they die. So that made me think, every time a star burns out, or rather, every time a human is born, does a star burn out? Or every time a human dies, does that re-fire a star to ignite? And are we really looking at past souls in the sky? Past spirits? And do we turn back into stars? Like, this is science, but what is this telling us? What do you think? Okay, I'm just learning all this. So then it also says, every atom of oxygen, carbon, calcium, and iron in our bodies was formed inside a star before Earth was even born. So we've always been somewhere. Studies, and we will always be somewhere, even after these bodies are gone. The essence of what we turn back into. Studies have shown that the carbon atoms we carry are often billions of years old, linking us to the cosmos. In essence, the elements that make up our bodies have a stellar origin, highlighting our connection to the universe. I know that was a lot, but man, let me know your thoughts. Okay? I mean, I've always called my daughter a star. I've always called, from the time she was a little girl, doing her first talent shows, singing or modeling or doing a dance. Like, I've always called her a star. But now I'm realizing how much truth there is in that. Like, we are all literally stars. Every single one of us. I'm a star. I'm a star. You're a star. Every single one of us is a star. And we just have to realize that. And then I think we start shining. I think I think I'm onto something here, y'all, okay? I'm going to leave that there because I'm running out of time. The last thing I wanted to talk about, because I already said it, was Lightworkers. So I've heard of Lightworkers. I didn't really know what they meant, okay? This is an article from medium.com, and it is called 18 Plain Signs That You're a Lightworker and What It Means. So this is the only article I read on this topic, and I didn't even read it all because, like, after each 18 signs, it goes into a deeper explanation. I'm not reading the deeper explanation. If you want to read it, come on and read it, okay? But I didn't even need to read the deeper explanation because as soon as I saw the title of every single 18 reasons of why you may be a light worker, I literally just said this in my vlog yesterday. I was like, yep, check. Yep, check. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's me. Check. I swear to you. Oh, I'm going to go through them real quick so you can see, okay? I'm going to read this little intro, though. Have you ever wondered if you're a light worker and what a light worker is? I'm going to skip over a couple things just because I don't want to take the time to read the entire article, but okay, this was interesting. This says a light worker a light worker is a person who has chosen to come to earth. And I've heard other people talk about we choose to have a human life experience. Our stardust chooses to have this experience. I've heard that thought line before, and this kind of just connected that. It says they have chosen to come to earth, especially at these times, to help transmute the darkness into the light. Oh, my foot is falling asleep. Oh, gosh. Oh, by the way, do you like my socks? Do you like my Jordan socks? See, my foot. Oh gosh, I was falling asleep so bad. Okay, it says, although these may sound overpowering, it's not. Each fear-based thought, feeling, or action you choose to transform into light serves not only to you, but everyone. As you gradually learn to anchor more light in all of your bodies, mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual, the more you help others to do the same. Oh my gosh, and I'm just remembering one of my vlogs from a couple weeks ago. I was talking about how you have to work on yourself and put yourself first and practice self-care before you can actually go help others. And your biggest gift that you can give to other people is showing them how to find the power within them and how to live their own lives without shame or guilt or worry, and truly find their own happiness. Not live for what people tell us we should be happy for. You know? It says in highlighted, it says, you are meant to shine as bright as you can and never ever let anyone stop your inner light or greatness. Okay? It says a light worker can choose different ways of how to shine their light. First, you need to use your inner, it's right here. First, you need to use your inner light to heal yourself. Then you're ready to help others. It names several careers as to what you might be called to do. Remember, being a light worker is not just about you. You already have everything you need to complete your life mission. You've been getting ready for these times for centuries. Okay? Excuse me. Here, starting with number 1. Here's the 18 clear traits you're a light worker. All right? Number 1, you feel like you're wasting your time. Even if I'm busy as can be, I feel like I'm wasting time. Number 2, you feel your life purpose, even if you don't know what it is yet. But I'm pretty sure I know what mine is. Number 3, you feel like an alien who just landed on planet Earth. Definitely. I swear. I go out all the time and I'm like, I feel like everybody here is robots. Number 4, you want to save the world. I do, but I realize that I have to save myself first now. Number 5, this one got me and I'm like, wow, okay, I feel personally attacked at this point. Number 5, you have a lot of dark stuff going on. Yes, Yes, I have, and we all do, and I'm bringing it to light. Number 6, you're a powerful manifester. I'm learning just exactly how powerful I am. My leg is still asleep, guys. Sorry, excuse me. No, shut up, little Wheezy. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay, number 7, you're an empath. I've known that since I was little. Well, maybe not little, but like since I was young. And number 8, you're interested in ancient history and philosophy. I thought this one was very interesting because I was thinking today, just not too long ago, about how I've never had like really any idols. I've never had a favorite celebrity or a favorite actor or a favorite person. And I've never really been interested in too much about learning about other people's lives, other humans' lives, because I'm just like, it's neither here nor there, okay? But I am interested in thoughts and concepts and philosophies and psychology, generalized psychology and history. So this was like, oh, wow, that's an odd thing to say, I thought, but it hit the nail on the head. Number 9, a light worker is an encoded word. I don't really know what that means. I'm going to read the description. The word light worker itself is made of the language of light, so it helps you remember who you are. If you feel attracted to this word for whatever reason, then that is another sign you're a light worker. Oh, a light worker. Okay, I am attracted to that. I was actually thinking earlier, I'm like, that's so funny. A light worker is like this, this shining light of a human that's here just filled with this desire to help and love and, be awesome. But then it reminded me of the other way that I've used light work before. Like, hey man, come handle my light work. Like, come get this dude off my back. Like, and I was like, oh, that's okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, number 10, a deep calling to help others. My entire life. A belief in a higher power. It says it may or may not be God, the universe, or the light. It could literally be anything, not necessarily a higher power, not necessarily even an entity or a being. It could be the universe itself. It could be, just everything. This one I did not. Okay, at first I was like, okay, there's the first one that I don't feel like I agree with. Number 12, you've had a challenging childhood. I definitely feel like I had a very loving, wonderful childhood from both my parents. But then I read the description here, and it says that you may have... Oh, hold on. Oh, it says, like, things that I was thinking, like, no. It says, you may have experienced mental, emotional, or physical abuse. And I was like, no, I don't feel like I've experienced any of those in my childhood, in the protection of my home when I was growing up. But then it said, your parents may have had financial difficulties that reflected on you. And we was poor. They made sure we had everything that we needed. And at the time, I didn't know how little money we were surviving on. And I'm still so amazed at how they made it work. I've got 4 brothers, so 5 kids. And they're just amazing. Because until I grew up and until I was responsible for my own finances, I didn't know how much they were struggling. I had no idea as a child. They protected me from the severity of it. However, maybe it reflected in my experience in some way. I mean, having to drink a cup of water before dinner because there was only so much food. So you filled your belly with water before you started eating. So you got full. Because after it was gone, there wasn't no more. And you ate what was on the table because there wasn't anything else. So anyway, number 13. You attract people with problems. To any of my friends watching this right now, I love you to death. But yes, I freaking do. But I got problems too, so that's okay. Number 14, a deep spiritual shift. You sense a deep spiritual shift. I mean, every day. Number 15, you know how to move through the darkness. A couple years ago, I would not have been proud to say that. I wouldn't have been able to say that. But yes, I definitely know how to move through the darkness. Number 16, emotional ups and downs. Just watch several of my vlogs and you'll see. Number 17, strange dreams. I dream almost every night, and that's not common. I have very outrageous, strange dreams that sometimes have people that I know in them, but in just really weird situations or scary or horrifying. So yes. And number 18, who am I? Sorry, I keep getting this suck right in the middle of me. Number 18, who am I and why am I here? If you have these questions within yourself. So that's 18, and I checked yes to all of them. So I guess I'm your light worker, baby. All right, I gotta go. I'm way over time. Love y'all. Bye.